Hello, my name is Tiva Nicholas and my social work 541. It's March 8th and I am talking about my reading because I'm a master's in social work. So the reading I did this weekend along with some other readings was Creating a Learning Culture. It's by Stephanie Gill, and it was a really good, interesting reading. It actually reminded me of my experience working at a nonprofit organization. It was called not Western Psychological, but Cascadia Behavioral Health Care, and I was doing billing, but I was also helping with referral packets with clients who were seeking services for mental counseling services and also alcohol drug diversion services. So I was reading about this. Is on page 6. Um, they were talking about the five disciplines for organizations to learn. The first is personal special mastery, which is a person's capacity of building. The second is mental models, which is challenging and changing our way of thinking about the world around us. The third is shared vision, which is achieving a collective sense of where we want to go as an organization and how to achieve that goal. The fourth is team learning, which is small groups of people learning how to learn together. And the fifth is systems thinking, which is uh, recognizing the interdependence of parts of a social system and how to leverage change throughout that system. So I remember when I was working at Cascadia Behavior Healthcare, and each month I felt like we always had a special training on something. What was one training that was very specific and it was really wonderful was Black History Month, and we had speakers come over and speak about gentrification, how everything had changed in North and Northeast Portland. There was things that I had no idea or was not clear with the terms, and it was a learning experience. Everybody came forth and learned something new because the Cascadia Behavior Healthcare Center that I work, the location was on MLK. It's remodeled now. It's like totally different, but we serviced a large, diverse clientele, um, and it was very diverse. And we had to help out, and we had to learn about our community. It was so important that we were upgraded and that we had to learn something new, and the organization was bringing new things for their people, for the staff to learn. And I used to wonder, it's so different compared to me working at DHS. At DHS, we're learning, but we're only doing these trainings once a year. And in the paper, they say that organizations, especially nonprofit, they're learning all the time, and not just once a month, once a year training works. It's like this consistent training over and over, something new. They have to. Um, but it was very helpful. They said nonprofits need to be continually learning as a total organization, learning how to improve performance and learning how to improve the performance. So they were always having these board of directors. I don't remember his name at the time. I wasn't at the district office or their main office, and they would always. It was so important to improve their performance. I think I remember doing a survey each month to fill out of what we could do better. What is our clients asking of us? What as workers do? Should we get paid more? What kind of work am I doing? They even try to do detailed work duties and to try to stick to that. So that was very interesting. Um, Another place that an organization that's nonprofit that I wanted to talk about is Greater New Hope. Greater New Hopes is an organization, and they help with the child welfare portion of DHS. And they help by supervising the children for us, providing transportation, helping families, monitoring them to help with their children. They're a great organization, and I know the lady, Miss Linda Ellerby. She's always asking what's going on, if there's any complaints. She's asking me, a DHS worker, along with other DHS workers, if her employees may be out of line, or what can they do better to service DHS. What can they do for the families, the children, and they just know everything. I feel like they know more than DHS supervisors about the number of the parent, the foster parent, where the kid is going for visits. It's just, and so they're nonprofit, and I feel like there's so much extra work in the nonprofit organization. Um, so yeah, it was a really good reading, and it helped me reflect a lot about it. I actually love working at a nonprofit organization. I think the only thing um, that I had to move up. It felt like there was a glass ceiling, and there was not enough opportunity or growth unless you know somebody. So I don't know if that's very clear in a nonprofit organization. That's only my experience. Um, but I just remembered so much with Cascadia Behavioral. I remember picking up bagels and donations from Starbucks for to present this food for meetings. I also remember that there would be pharmaceutical companies treating the whole organization out for lunch or a buffet. They'll bring the lunch to us because they were trying to convince the doctor or the nurse to use their product for our clients that were there for mental services. So I really enjoyed reading this because I'm learning the individual learning that was really important among as a team of learning in the organization. So I hope my 5 minutes to come up. I press like or subscribe to my channel or whatever. Bye.